Afternoon, everybody. Get my microphone set up here. Uh, Lunch break. So thought I'd get on and share a couple things with you. Start off, I've got my new Dr. Grabo Omega, packed it with some Lane 1Q and Burst Smoke. So I'll bring that on here. Got a filter in it. I like using the filter because it seems like, I guess it's the humidity down here, or maybe I get real drooly. I don't think so. But it just seems like I'm always dealing with moisture when I'm smoking. And the filters in the Dr. Grabo manage that, take care of it. So I don't have to keep, I'll keep a tissue and dab at my mouthpiece because it'll eventually start, getting up there, and I'll taste it. And it ain't that good. You don't eat the stuff, you smoke it. So I do that, but the filters help take care of that, so I don't have to worry about it. So, so far, I think that was going to be a real clincher. They had a good workup up here to really take it. Really had you clench a lot, but I knew I'd chew it up, so I had to put a protective piece on it. All my pipes have those. I take care of my stuff. Weather-wise, down here it's currently like 90 right now. It feels like 94, which is actually a nice break from previous days. And got hasn't come in today. It's probably going to come in with the mail. But I won a 2-ounce tin of Oak Alley that was dated 2016 off of 10 bids. So I'm getting that in today. Not sure if I want to open it right away or not. Because I'm enjoying my Oak Alley as it is right now. I could just let it age some more. But also, it's been what, 8.5, 9 years? May as well open it, see what it's doing. Because the only problem I see is maybe the only tins of tobacco that I've seen that might have a molding problem were all Cornell and Deal, and that's what Oak Alley is. So I'm kind of curious as to what I'm going to find, but hopefully it'll be good, so I won't have to pitch it. But I kind of had a inspiration to talk to people today about being prepared, and this is like, it mainly goes on my history of going to the hospital with Anna so much. She would spend weeks, maybe a month in there sometimes with her issues. And I would go. My wife was used to me being the one going. And we would trade out, as she was there. And they would let me work from there. So, I'm working from home right now, that is. So I could work from the hospital. And they didn't expect much out of me during that time, So I was taking care of Anna. And we have a new nephew now. He's 3 days old, and they took him about a month early. He had some issues that they saw, and so on Tuesday he was born. They got him. On Wednesday he had surgery. Ended up being a long one, because it was kind of a little more extensive than they expected. And today he's doing good. But I tell you, kids just should not have the troubles they're handed. They should just be able to be kids and be done with it. Just be happy. Because right now all he wants is his mom and dad. That's all he knows. And he's a cutie. He's a good boy. And I like to ask just good thoughts, prayers for him, whatever you give, if you could give them for this young couple and their new boy. Hopefully things are going to turn out good for him, and I hope they can help and support him. We had to learn how to, and it was beautiful. It was wonderful. So hoping he gets it. But kind of going along with that, we live near a different hospital, and it's one that family members go to some. So we we're kind of like the home field team. We come over also at the hospital with them, help out. And what I do, I'm in IT, so I have tons of stuff, electronics garbage just laying around, and I try to keep a bag of wall chargers and cables because if people have to get there to the hospital, they're in an emergency, or they don't think about it, just being able to charge their phone, that's your main piece of communications. You can text people, send them videos of how a person's doing, call them, give them updates, all that stuff. So you got to have your phone. I mean, it's just like having it going anywhere. And the only thing is, at a hospital, you can be there a long time. So I have a bag of like 3 or 4 chargers, 3 or 4 wall chargers, and a bunch of different cables, USB-C, micro USB, like one of those, maybe a couple lightning cables, because in our family, I think we're the only ones that have iPhones. There might be a few scattered out there. But that way, you take that with you, drop it off, and people, first time we did that, they're like, wow, thank you. I didn't think of this. And, they needed to charge up because they're calling everybody, and you're sitting around killing time sometimes on your phone playing games or looking at pictures or watch videos or whatever. And you don't realize, holy crap, I wish I had a charger with me. So, I keep that handy and we'll drop it off at the hospital. They'll use it. We'll gather it up when we're done. Save it for next time. And it's there. So just a tip for y'all, you might want to do that. And I would suggest just throw a charging block in your phone, in your car. Because in your car, you're going to have a cable for your phone to charge it while you're in there, right? But if you have an emergency and you got to be somewhere, you can use that cable, grab your wall charger, boom, you're good to go. This thing's not working today. The filter kind of kills the airflow sometimes. But when it smokes, it's smoking darn good. And with Anna, I used to keep a bag packed with like 3 pairs of socks, underwear, shirts, some PJ pants, house slippers because you don't want to walk around the hospital bare feet. Maybe some granola bars or a couple of things of microwave popcorn. And usual bathroom bag, like soap, toothbrush, toothpaste, stuff, deodorant, stuff like that. And then charging electronic supplies. Keep that as a bag just whenever, because Anna could get sick on time. And that way, I've got everything I needed. You can throw some cash in there over time so it accumulates and you got cash when you need it. But yeah, that's another little tip I like to share too, because you never know when you're gonna need to just run like that. If you have like our family was prone to the hospital visits a good bit, but you're just always ready. It's not a hassle. So it's always good to be prepared. We went through Hurricane Sally a couple years ago down here. It hit, and we lost a tree in the yard. And it was crazy. It was Cat 3, I think, when it hit us. And the eye went over our area. I mean, it was, hello, when we were there. I think it went over Mobile Bay. But We didn't have electricity for 3 days, so we had dry foods. We'd eat. I lost my tissue. We'd have dry foods. We'd eat. Had the windows open. Didn't have electricity. Neighbors would let us charge stuff up. Finally, on day 3, I'm like, this sucks. I went up to Home Depot and luckily had the money to get a generator. So I got a generator, got home, filled up with some gas, got some fan out, and ran the generator, turned the fan on. The fan was such a relief. Oh my God, it was so hot and terrible. The fan just felt so good. And then literally like 10 minutes later, our electricity came back. But man, yeah, that fan for 10 minutes was just bliss. Feels great. Crazy. But yeah, after that, then internet started coming up and things got back to normal. But it was pretty crazy there for a little bit. So now this year we're gonna be ready with the generator. We'll have it all prepped up. I have a couple things of gas I'm gonna hang on to. And there's old gas. I don't know how old it can get, but if I get it now, I won't have to fight people. Before the storm gets here, stand in line, be in line when it's out of gas, when they're out of gas, stuff like that. We'll be ready. I've got a bunch of water containers already ready, so hopefully that'll help us keep ahead. But and the food we're getting that ready too. So we like to be prepared. But yeah, just felt like throwing those out today for you. Hope it helps somebody. And like I said, if you can keep our niece and nephew and our new grandnephew, I guess what it would be. Anyway, their little boy in prayer, and your prayers or good thoughts, whatever you give, I would really appreciate it. And I can report this is smoking quite nicely. And I'm going to finish off the bowl and get back to the grind. So y'all have a wonderful day. Heading into the weekend, I hope it goes good. Thanks. Bye-bye.